welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and the highlights of today's program are Colors of Northeast held in Mumbai to promote business and tourism in the region. After Assam, Tripura border with Bangladesh to be sealed within 2 years, Centre said. Charantala temple in Meghalaya is all set to get a major facelift. And youth in Manipur take up medicinal and aromatic plants farming. Well, with an aim to promote business, tourism and culture of country's northeast region, the third edition of Colors of Northeast event was held in Mumbai. The initiative will help bring more investment and promote tourism in the region. We have a report.
The third edition of Colors of Northeast event was brought to the city of Mumbai, the business hub of India. The day-long event showcased and displayed the rich and vibrant culture of the northeast region of India. The event was organized with an aim to highlight Northeast business potential and unique aspects, especially its culture and fabric. Organized by Trend MMS, a socio-cultural trust of the Northeast, in collaboration with the Donor Ministry, the event saw presence of leading industrialists, dignitaries from Northeast, designers and Bollywood celebrities.
The buzzword is Make in India, therefore ensure that this NEIPP in a much more improved format, for which we also already had a number of engagement discussions as to what should be done, what should not be done, how it should be further fine-tuned and formatted, must be operationalized at the earliest. And hopefully we will get a positive response because we are collectively taking it up, and Northeast has to be seen, as a potential area to contribute for the growth and prosperity of the nation.
Stressing on the need for more employment opportunities in the region, Donor Ministry is focusing on enhancing livelihood, skill development and entrepreneurship related to agriculture, horticulture, handloom and handicrafts. Moreover, the ministry is also emphasizing on providing a better market space and good branding to the products.
Our basically job is to apprise the investors, potential investors about the environment of the Northeast. What I feel about that, a lot of people, those who are not visited or they are not a part of Northeast, they are having a little bit of apprehension about the Northeast, whether there will be a good environment to invest or not, whether the law and order situation is good, what sort of other facilities whether they are getting, the governments are only interested in not, what sort of policy subsidies or incentives they are going to get it. So all these aspects, donor is trying to coordinate and facilitate the potential. So the job of this sort of event is that to apprise the potential investors more and more so they can come and invest in Northeast.
The event also saw cultural performances by upcoming talents in the field of music, culture and fashion. Artists from region performed the famous rhythmic folk Jhumar dance of Assam's tea garden. Besides that, the evening celebrated the soulful sound of the region, featuring Mangka of Lehui ensemble from Imphal. Renowned Bihu dancer from the state of Assam enthralled the audience with her scintillating Bihu dance performance. The event became livelier as Northeast top models showcased aesthetic designs from the region in presence of India's top industrialists, filmmakers and exporters.
After its decision to completely seal the 262-kilometer-long Indo-Bangladesh border in Assam, the central government is now mulling on sealing the international border in Tripura. Recently, Sushil Kumar, Secretary of Border Management of Ministry of Home Affairs, paid a visit to Tripura to take stock of border development projects in the state. We bring you a report.
Bangladesh and India share 4,096 long international border, the fifth longest land border in the world. Infiltration and cross-border crimes have always been a major issue in Northeast, which has often led to disturbance in the region. Secretary of Border Management of Ministry of Home Affairs Sushil Kumar visited the northeastern state of Tripura to review the cross-border situation and progress of border development projects in the state. The review meeting was held in the presence of Chief Secretary Y.P. Singh, DGP K. Nagraj, IGBSF J.B. Sangwan and district magistrates of all 8 districts of the state.
Fence is on a requirement basis. Like Tripura, I have had discussion with Meghalaya. I have had discussion 2 days ago with West Bengal. So everywhere we are trying to complete the fence on the Bangladesh border. Assam, we have already taken a decision that within 2 years we are going to seal that border. You will know that Assam has much more riverine stretches. So, but we have decided that we will seal that border completely in 2 years' time.
It is worth mentioning that to complete the fencing on time and keeping in view the local issues, the government, if required, may raise issue of fencing at 0 points at some spots with Bangladesh.
Wherever 0 point fencing is required at 0 point because of certain local issues, we will certainly explore that. We will certainly explore that, but then we have to get the government of Bangladesh to agree. So that dialogue will be done and we will see that it is done.
He informed that sealing the border with Bangladesh is top priority, and along with that, fencing will also be raised at few spots on the Myanmar border.
On Myanmar side, the topography is completely different, the requirement is completely different, so approach there is slightly different. So we will adopt a different approach on Indo-Myanmar border.
Sealing of the Indo-Bangla border in the northeast will not only lead to socio-economic development of the region, but bring an end to infiltration and transporter movement of militants.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
As a part of the International Olympic Movement activity, the Olympic Day Run, which was earlier postponed from June 23, was held recently at the Khuman Lampak Stadium in Imphal. The run was organized by the Manipur Olympic Association under the theme "Let us meet and greet each other through sports, education and cultural activities with friendship and unity for a better." The Olympic Day Run was flagged off by Rajya Sabha MP and country's star boxer Mary Kom in presence of state officials and many sportspersons. The Olympic Day Run aims in promoting mass participation of sports in the state and also a moral boosting up of the young players of the state to enhance their sports skills in consideration of the 2 girls who have entered for the Rio Olympics. Around 1,000 sports lovers from across the state took part in the 2-kilometer Olympic Day Run. After a major search operation, a joint team of the Army and Assam Police has arrested 4 linkmen of the National Democratic Front of Bodoland Sangvijit faction in Kokrajhar, Assam. They were identified as Ram Tudu, Santosh Hembrom, Mekwem Moshare and Juisar Burgarai. A rifle, pistol and some live cartridges are recovered from their possession. People from all walks of life condole the death of NSCN-IM chairman Isaac Chishi Su, who passed away on June 28 following multi-organ failure. National Security Advisor to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Ajit Doval, also paid tribute by placing a wreath on his body. NSCN-IM General Secretary Muiwa, interlocutor in Naga peace talks R.N. Ravi, former Nagaland Chief Minister Neufeu Rio, former State Governor Swaraj Kaushal were among those who were present. The 87-year-old chairman of Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland was undergoing treatment for almost a year at Fortis Hospital in South Delhi, where he breathed his last. Recently, a town hall meeting on micro, small and medium enterprises was held at Palace Compound in Imphal. The meet was organized by Reserve Bank of India in collaboration with Financial Inclusion and Development Department of Manipur. S.S. Mundra, Deputy Governor of RBI was present at the meeting, besides state cabinet ministers and other dignitaries. The main objective of the town hall meeting was to create awareness about banking facilities amongst the entrepreneurs, link the entrepreneurs to the formal banking system, and to create a platform for a two-way communication amongst the stakeholders.
We provide a framework, like now we are insisting, and these things will come by one, that there should be electronic tracking for each borrower. It should be possible once he put the application, where the application is moving, how much time it is taking at which place. So those kind of facilitation are there. If there are delays, we examine, we seek the reason that why there are delay.
The Dimapur Motorsports Club recently organized the second JK Tyre Autocross at NER Agri Expo site in Dimapur. The two-day-long event was flagged off in the presence of Vice President State BJP Imsu Yadain. 65 motorsports enthusiasts from Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Nagaland competed in the event in 3 different categories. The winner walked away with a cash prize of Rs 2 lakh. The 23rd Conference of Deputy General of Police and Inspector General of Police and Head of Central Police Organization of Northeastern State was recently held at the police headquarters in Shillong. The Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Dr. Mukul Sangma, inaugurated the 2-day-long conference in the presence of Home Minister of Meghalaya, Roshan Warjiri. The main aim of the conference was to discuss measures to tackle insurgency in the Northeast region. Other issues like cybercrime and threat were also discussed at the meeting. The police chiefs from all the northeastern states took part in the conference. A day-long workshop on solid and liquid waste management for municipalities and other stakeholders under Swachh Bharat Mission was held recently at the Circuit House Tura in Meghalaya. The workshop was organized by the Directorate of Urban Affairs, Government of Meghalaya. The main objective of the workshop was to supervise different programs introduced under the Swachh Bharat Mission in different districts of Meghalaya. It also discussed the judgment issued by the National Green Tribunal on liquid and solid waste management. At the workshop, experts also deliberated upon various topics like awareness and community participation in waste management, technology options for solid and liquid waste processing, and disposable and environmental aspects in waste management and disposal. Singer Angarag Mahanta, also known as Papan from Assam, was adjudged the Best Male Playback Singer at the 17th edition of the India International Film Awards or IFA 2016 in Spain. He won the coveted award for his rendition of the song Moh Moh Ke Dhage from the movie Dam Laga Ke Haisha. This is Papan's 5th award for this year for the same song, after he collected the Best Male Singer Award at the 22nd Star Singer Awards, 8th Mirchi Music Awards, TOIFA and Global Indian Music Academy Awards earlier this year.
IFA, you know how it is. It's big. It's, you know, like I don't want to say I got an IFA basically, and my first one. So I'm really excited.
Papan was also nominated for the same song at the 61st Britannia Filmfare Awards 2016 and Zee Cine Awards 2016. The IFA award is one of the most popular awards of Bollywood. The event was held in Madrid, Spain, and was an initiative to celebrate Indo-Spanish connection through music and culture.
Well, the scenic beauty of northeastern states makes them stand apart from many other parts of India. These states are home to several religious sites which attract devotees from across the world. The Charantala temple in West Garo Hills, Babetpara, is all set for a major facelift and is expected to attract more tourists to this quaint little place in Meghalaya. Here's a report. The Charantala temple in Meghalaya is being revamped to promote it as a popular religious site. The temple attracts 10 to 15 lakh pilgrims every year from across the country and is considered the most visited pilgrimage destination in Garo Hills of Meghalaya. The temple is located at Selsela in West Garo Hills, about 55 km from the town of Tura. Mumbai architect Chandrasekhar Rao has come up with a plan for the temple.
गवर्नमेंट से हम लोग का कोई फंडिंग नहीं मिला है, इस साल मिलने वाला है इस मंदिर के बारे में, समझे? फंडिंग के लिए आए थे, वो बोल के गए हैं आपको 1 रुपया जमा करो तो हम 2 रुपया देंगे।
The reconstruction work of the temple is likely to begin within a month. Immensely popular among the Hajong and Koch tribe, the temple was built in the year 1965. According to the folklore, the temple was constructed after an epidemic struck the village, leading to huge loss of life. Prayers and offerings were made to goddess Kali on the instructions of a fortune teller from Bangladesh, which apparently put an end to the deaths. In the last 5 decades, the temple was built with generous donations from devotees. 3-day annual prayer ceremony is held during the month of April or May as per the Hindu calendar. Devotees believe that their wishes were fulfilled on offering prayers at the temple.
पहले तो यह लोकल आदमी का पूजा किया था, धीरे धीरे जब इसको माने फेमस हो गया तब तो धीरे धीरे ये बड़ा हो गया। बाहर से जब बाहर से फेमस हो गया तब तो बाहर का आदमी धीरे धीरे आते हुए अभी तक तो यह साल पहुँचा।
For Hindu devotees from Meghalaya, Assam, West Bengal, Nepal and Bangladesh, the temple is considered a must-visit site to pay obeisance to goddess Kali. The authorities urge government to pay attention to the development of the temple so as to make it a popular destination among devotees, thereby drawing more tourists to the state. And the Make in Manipur initiative as part of the Make in India campaign launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Aromatic and Medicinal Development Center in Manipur is generating job opportunities for the unemployed youth besides helping farmers. Have a look.
Manipur state being gateway to Southeast Asia, entrepreneurship in aromatic and medicinal plants has tremendous potential. 4 youths from Bishnupur district in Manipur set up an aromatic and medicinal development center in 2015 in collaboration with the government. The firm spread over 500 acres is helping grow plants like stevia, lemongrass, ginger and turmeric. The firm, which employs around 70 people on a daily basis, aims to provide employment to at least 2,000 persons on a sustainable basis in future. With this initiative, the center has greatly helped farmers engaged in aromatic herbs cultivation.
अनौबा मणिपुर मेक इन मणिपुर हौतोरप मतमदा अखोय कानोस्ता डिस्ट्रिक्ट तगी मी मरी मरी का खंगत लगा अखोय कानोस्ता एरोमेटिक एंड मेडिसिन प्लांटेशन की ट्रेनिंग अमखक थाई अतुगी ट्रेनिंग दुदा आइसु सिलेक्शन तौबिरो तगी चलुबनी चलुरो मतुंग हेक थोलकपदगी दी कमर्शियल इंडस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट की साइड तगी अखोय के फार्मर सिंबु सिगुम्बा प्लांटेशन तौनबगी अखोय मफम अमखक सेमगत सेन मणिपुर दा
Wahingbam helped the firm to develop a farm of lemongrass and an oil extraction plant from lemongrass. Technical support and infrastructure for distillation has been provided by the Commerce and Industries Department of Manipur, which is also offering marketing support. The firm is catering to the demands of oil for various products like perfumery, soaps and cosmetics.
थबा अताइदे लाइते असि खाक्तने असिदा लाकबदगे असि खाक्तने खोइना सुरिबसे लौसु चत्रे असि सुदुना मखोइना हप्ता हप्तादा पैसा पीबसे अंगांगसिंगी फी पीबा करी करी तौरे.
Cultivating aromatic herbs and medicinal plants has greatly helped farmers in Manipur. Keeping this in mind, Manipur Food Industries Corporation is encouraging farmers grow aromatic and medicinal plants in their own land with financial assistance from banks.
Well, peace and development is a buzzword in the Northeast. Let's take a quick look at some development news from the region.
Nagaland Governor P.B. Acharya recently launched a women helpline number 181 intended to help women in distress. He also unveiled Sakhi, a one-stop shop for all women's needs in District Hospital, Dimapur. The Women Helpline will provide 24 hours assistance to women and inform them about various women-centered government schemes. In Nagaland, the State Resource Center for Women has been appointed as the nodal agency to bring the one-stop center and 181 into force. At a recently held meeting, the Meghalaya Cabinet approved a proposal by the Mining and Geology Department to exclusively follow up with different ministries of the center to ensure that the target is achieved. The cabinet also stressed on the need to prevail upon the NGT in its July 7 sitting that the Meghalaya government is committed to undertake coal mining under effective regulations with respect to environment. After 3 years of negotiations with the centre, Nagaland government has finally launched the National Food Security Act 2013 at Directorate of Food and Civil Supplies in Dimapur. Nagaland Chief Minister T.R. Zaliang launched the ambitious pro-poor scheme in the presence of state cabinet ministers and others. The act will be implemented in Dimapur and Kohima districts on 1st of July. The National Food Security Act will cover the remaining 9 districts by the month of August. Nagaland Chief Minister T.R. Zaliang termed the NFSA 2013 as a landmark in the history of the country and one of the most important legislations passed by the parliament. Allocation of food grains would soon be made online. Kushal Konwar Memorial Indoor Stadium Club, in collaboration with Lions Club, recently held a day-long free medical camp in Jorhat. The free medical camp provided various medical facilities to the people living in the interior areas of Namdiore Gaon and Kalabadi. People got their vision test, blood pressure and sugar checkup done at the medical camp besides getting free medicines. The people who are diagnosed with cataract will be operated upon at Jorhat Lions Club Hospital for free of cost. More than 300 people benefited with the free medical camp.
Sound education goes a long way in building a strong nation. Following this principle, Governor of Assam has undertaken the initiative to strengthen and reform the education system of the state. Recently, he visited Jorhat district of Assam and discussed key issues in the education sector with government officials, NGOs and public leaders. A report.
Assam Governor P.B. Acharya is on a tour to visit all the district headquarters and meet concerned officials to bring about a reform in the state's education sector. The governor has asked Jorhat district administration to pay surprise visits to government schools to ensure efficiency among the teaching staff.
The strength of the chain lies in the weakest link. हमारे educational sector में weakest link is the government schools. How to strengthen it? If the chain breaks, and in the government school the poorest of poor people are coming, and they have to be strengthened, then only the society will stand. बड़ा आदमी को रिच आदमी को स्ट्रेंथन करने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. सबसे गरीब आदमी को स्ट्रेंथन करना, वीक आदमी को स्ट्रेंथन करना, सारे सरकार की योजना बीपीएल से सभी योजनाएं जो निर्धन है, निर्बल है, सबल नहीं है, उनको स्ट्रेंथन करने के लिए.
The governor also talked about strict action against some private institutions for commercialization of education. Expressed concern over the poor condition of government schools in the state, the governor directed officials to improve the quality of education imparted in these institutions.
We should be strengthening and supplementing the government education so that the poorest of the poor are benefited from the government, because he was of the opinion that those children who are attending the government schools are the poorest of the poor. So it is our responsibility, society's responsibility and the officers' responsibility. So he has given clear directions to strengthen the government schools so that the students are benefited.
Emphasizing the role of education played in forming a healthy society, the governor called for larger measures to improve the quality of education in the state.
Well, the northeastern state of Sikkim, also known as a nature's paradise, came alive with the Asar Rice Plantation Festival, which marks the arrival of monsoon and onset of crop plantation season in the state. The festival was celebrated with great zeal and enthusiasm at Saramsa fields in the outskirts of the state capital. Here's a report. Bestowed with varied agroclimatic conditions, Sikkim produces some of the major crops such as cardamom, ginger, turmeric, off-season vegetables, flowers, kiwi, paddy maize and millets, etc. Farmers in Sikkim are inclined towards rice cultivation. The Asar Pandra festival is very important to the farming communities of the state as it marks the day farmers begin sowing paddy in the fields.
We farmers of Sikkim do all types of cultivation, but not in terms of commercial purposes, but for the livelihood for family itself only. And then Sikkim farmers do rotation cultivation.
Farmers and locals from across the state actively took part in the rice plantation festival. The day is also marked by the traditional custom of eating beaten rice, chura with yogurt dahi. During the festival, youths danced and sang to the tunes of the traditional Sikkimese songs. Various cultural and sports activities were also organized during the festival.
एक तो जैविक खेती जो सिक्किम में प्रोत्साहित की जा रही। सिक्किम एक जैविक राज्य है, हमारे देश का पहला जैविक राज्य है, और उसके साथ में ये खेती जिसमें खेल कूद भी होता है, गीत भी होते हैं, नृत्य भी होता है, एक पूरा समाज संघ में आकर पार्टिसिपेट करता है। ये एक बहुत ही अलग तरह का एक्सपीरियंस है। ये आयोजन हमारा जो होता है ये पिछले साल से शुरू हुआ है सर्वोदय समाज लिंगचोम के द्वारा।
The festival that is only celebrated in Gazing West Sikkim has given the state a unique identity. Tourists also actively join the celebration. Well, viewers, with that we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at anyindia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala signing off. Goodbye and take care.